Olá pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui é o Marcos e mais um vídeo e... Caramba, que calor! Não posso reclamar. Estamos entrando na primavera e a primavera é uma ótima estação. Melhor que aquele frio que tava, nossa, tava horrível. Bom, nesse vídeo eu não quero falar sobre estações do ano. Eu vim aqui para falar sobre passaporte. Estou aqui com meu passaporte em mãos, eu vou aproximar da câmera para mostrar para vocês. Passaporte Mercosul, República do Brasil. Passaporte. Eu decidi tirar esse passaporte, eu recomendo para vocês que não tenham também, tirar o passaporte mesmo que vocês não tenham um plano de ir viajar nos próximos meses ou anos. Eu vou explicar por quê. Eu vou usar um exemplo que eu mesmo tenho na minha vida. Quando eu decidi tirar a carteira de motorista, eu não tinha carro e eu não tinha planos de comprar um carro. Meu primeiro carro. Eu tinha 19 anos, então agora eu tô com 37, já faz bastante tempo. Eu não tinha nenhum plano de comprar um carro. Mas depois que eu fui na autoescola, eu fiz as aulas, eu percebi que eu precisava de um carro. Eu queria ter o carro. Queria ter a experiência de comprar o meu primeiro carro e dirigi-lo, de buscar a namorada que eu tinha na época na casa dela e levá-la para passear e etc. O que eu quero dizer com isso? Qual é a relação com o passaporte? Uma coisa tá linkada na outra, fazer assim que é mais bonito. Uma coisa está linkada na outra, elas estão conectadas, elas se conversam, uma puxa a outra. A mesma coisa que aconteceu comigo com a carteira de motorista e o carro, aconteceu comigo com o passaporte e a primeira viagem internacional. Bonito, né, o brilho dele. Eu nunca tinha viajado para fora do Brasil até 2015, mas eu tinha uma vontade. E depois que eu tirei o passaporte, isso mexeu comigo e eu decidi que eu queria fazer um intercâmbio. Então o passaporte me ajudou, abriu portas para que eu pudesse fazer o intercâmbio, para que eu pudesse fazer minha primeira viagem internacional. É um processo simples, só precisam entrar no site, se cadastrar no site da Receita Federal, aliás, da Polícia Federal, da Receita Federal. Se cadastrem, depois preenchem o formulário, pagam o valor, eu não lembro mais quanto é, já tem alguns anos. Depois vai ter o dia para que se apresente no local, na Polícia Federal, levando foto e os documentos necessários e o passaporte fica pronto depois de um pouco de tempo, tá bom? Tô falando aqui 2 minutos e meio em português, mas chegou a hora de apertar o botão que muda a minha voz magicamente de inglês para português. Hello beloved folks, this is Marcus one more time in another video, and for this one I started showing my passport. I didn't show my visa, the last visa that I have when I went to have my exchange program abroad. I didn't show that, but I just talked about passport. I gave some example because I was comparing to have a passport and to have ID to drive a car. I did some way comparison between them because I was talking that when I was about 19 years old, I went to take my license to drive a car, but I didn't have a car at that moment. But I thought that it would be fine because many friends of mine, some people from my family, my parents, my relatives and so on, a couple of them, many then actually had a car and still have a car nowadays, but I didn't have a car because I was too young, you know. But I thought that I would go there to the school to take some classes to drive a car, to be taught how to drive a car correctly, and I did that. I went there, I took many classes, then I went to do a kind of test, and in the first time I did it, I felt I couldn't pass, but I went there again one more time and I could take my license to drive a car. And after that I thought, I didn't have a car as I said, and I didn't have a car as I said actually, and when I thought about that, after I got my license, I thought that I would buy a car. Why not to buy a car? And I saved some money, I earned some money, I was working as a teacher of computation, something like that at that time, and I saved some money. I was earning just a few of money. I didn't have many incomings at that time, but I could save some money, and I went to some car shop and I bought a car, my first car. And I was comparing that with to have a passport. I will show that again, talking in English. I have it here with me in my hands. It's a Brazilian passport. The color is dark blue, and I have it here on my hand. I didn't plan to go abroad, to have an exchange program. I didn't plan anything like that in 2015. But when I thought that it would be better, why not to have a passport? It was cheaper at that time, and I think that until nowadays it's cheaper. And I paid the value. Then I went to have my passport, and when I got that, I may really remember exactly in this moment when I got the passport on my hand, and I figured out that I really would to go to have some experience abroad. And at first I thought that I could do some exchange program, why not? Because at that time I didn't have any English, and I would like to have some English, just some English, you know, to help me to learn some design stuff in English, to follow some design blogs, okay, without making a translation of that, because it's not the good way to learn something, because it's too literal and we just can't understand the whole content right, okay? But when we need to translate some word, some phrase, it's fine using Google Translator. But when we need to translate one whole text, it will have, I think that it's going to have surely a lot of mistakes, okay? Not mistakes that the tool actually has in itself, but the translation happens like that, okay? So I was talking about the passport and not about the Google Translator. I was talking that when I got my passport, I thought that I really would like to go abroad. The same thing happened when I got my license to drive a car, you know? After that time, I worked a lot, I worked, and I saved many money, and finally I could buy my first car. The same thing happened with the passport. I got the passport and I started thinking that I would like to have an experience abroad, and I did that. I already had saved many money, you know, I wasn't richer, I am not richer at all, okay, but I really had some money, and I made a search and I found some English schools. At first I was thinking about to go to South Africa, then I thought that I would like to go to Malta Island, and then I thought that I would like to go to New Zealand and so forth. But I decided at last to go to Dublin, and I did that. I went there and I studied English, and I came back to Brazil speaking better English that I had before, okay? So, to finish this video, the important thing is, if you don't have your visa until now, I recommend you to take your passport. Actually, if you don't have a passport, not a visa, because the visa, it depends of the country that you go there. For example, in few days I'm going to have another experience abroad, and I don't need to have a visa for 90 days, okay? So the important point here is to have a passport, because when you will get that, okay, when you will get your own passport, if you don't have it until now, when you will get it, your mind will just pop up out, okay, and you will start talking with friends, you will start making research, you know, and your mind will change, and surely after a couple of months, perhaps less, perhaps more, you will go to have your own experience abroad. This video is about 10 minutes and I don't want to make it too long, okay? I will stop that right now. And I really appreciate to do this project, and I think that it's good to improve my own English, and I hope that you over there are appreciating as well my personal project, my side project. If you don't know me, I will introduce myself to you. My name is Marcus, I'm a Brazilian guy, I'm from São Paulo, I'm 37 years old, and I am here every single day trying to figure out a way to improve my English as a second language. Hope to see you, and bye bye.